Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. Got to follow up on this elephant in the room video because there was a couple comments and another message in my Telegram that I actually missed out on. So I'm going to kind of give you again the good, the bad, the ugly, and some updates. So stay tuned. All right. In this video, I mainly talked about kind of my journey with Elephant and then avoiding echo chambers and things of that nature. And I did give credit to Elephant community that they allow for public discourse and things of that nature. However, I forgot to mention this message from Kelly Snook. So if you were around the Drip community, there was definitely a lot of voice boxes, so to speak, in the Drip community that were key in onboarding people, and a lot of them jumped ship. They went over to Elephant, Arc, I think was the other one, stuff like that. So there was Brandon, there's Kelly, you still have, of course, your Rays, your Stunners and all that, but most of them just kind of got silent on Drip and then jumped over to another community and started chilling that. And Kelly Snook, I believe, is actually like a legit rocket scientist. So like big on math. So she did a lot of the initial spreadsheets that were out there that I guess you could say kind of pushed people towards the multi-wallet strategy due to math, and that pretty much exacerbated the fail of Drip. So before, you only had like your people like Ray manipulating the system, and then Kelly put out like a spreadsheet that showed you how it would be better. And that's how I actually built my wallet, was from Kelly Snook's spreadsheet. And I built a multi-wallet strategy because it was all about maximizing your amount of tokens and delaying gratification. Well, fast forward, when everybody's doing that, you all get wrecked. So anyway, I brought this up because, again, she went on Team Elephant, Team Arc, and something else. And having her kind of basically quietly move out of the community is again a big indicator that like the shit hit the fan. So her message says, "Hi everyone, I'm considering shutting down this group." I think it was actually called DeFi Rocket Science or Rocket something, can't remember. "At this point, there is very little left to do science on. Now it's just down to luck and community action. I've lost my faith in the community. Not most of us, but as a whole, we've seen time and time again that a few ruin it for the rest of us. Now it's down to meme coin trading, lending, and borrowing on Solana." So that's basically what BT is doing for the Elephant ecosystem. "I've also lost faith that BT's priorities are aligned with mine. I have no appetite for gambling, and that's mostly where we are at right now, both as individuals and as a protocol. I think that means there's not a whole lot to discuss. It's close to the end of the journey for me and the Elephant.Money. I think I was in it for the innovative passive income experiment that at this point looks like it has not worked." And before I finish the rest of it, that's exactly what happened with a lot of these. You're supposed to be able to get in these protocols and kind of set it and forget it. And then they constantly make all these changes. And if you tapped out and disappeared for a little while, then by the time you come back to your bags, it is a shit show and you're screwed out of what you originally signed up for. And it becomes anything but passive. And the next thing is, well, just keep piling money into it and you'll eventually ROI. Buy the dip, buy the dip. So yeah, it's one big shit show after another. "I'm not okay with how my own reputation has taken a hit from my support of this project, nor am I okay with bringing anyone else on board. That's why the Drip community is pretty much dead. Nobody wants to show it to anybody else, which is what the project will need more than ever for it to succeed. I appreciate everyone's time, energy, and ideas here. I will be streamlining everything back into DeFi Rocket Science." Yeah, that was the name of the group. "If you'd like to join us over there, please do. I'll leave this room open for a few more days so people can say goodbyes. Join DRS if you want to." So yeah, hats out to her to, owning it. That's exactly what I did on my channel a while ago, years ago now, with Drip. But the reason I bring this up is because of what she mentioned here about it being gambling and something about basically needing to bring on communities and stuff like that. And that's the one thing, again, I can say that the Elephant.Money ecosystem does really well. So BT was out at Invest Fest over the weekend. Where is that? It's an Elephant. Hold on. So hats off to them, man. Like they had a booth and everything set up. Like this is legit. And to be out there forward facing and promoting your project, man, that's, kudos. And even though the chart might look like a huge shit show for both of these, if they can find big investors that are willing to participate, 16% down in the last 24 hours on Trunk and Elephant and down another 2%. So, and the one thing again, they are still, if I'm not mistaken, I don't feel like looking it up right now, but the largest BNB holder for contract. Let's see, let me check that real quick. Okay, so they're not the largest, but they're still up there. Elephant and Wrap BNB, they're number 3 with 20,000 BNB. So that's nothing to like sneeze at and say that it's not a huge thing. So the number 1 is PancakeSwap's Wrap BNB LP pool. I have no idea who that is. Maybe that's CZ. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because, like I said, they were out there at InvestFest and they had a booth and everything out there doing, meet and greets and looking for investors, promoters, whatever you want to call it. So there's this, come up here, picture of their team, I guess, and that's BT. So again, he's forward facing, he's out there, and yeah, they have an opportunity to do something with his ecosystem. The shitty thing is though, if you were one of the ones that got in way back here, and so back here, actually, I made this line way back in January 21, 22, all the way here, you're still up. So you're not wrecked compared to others. Let's zoom out here. So you're still above that line. So if you held, you still are up about 920% for 3 years if you had a bot down here in this zone. So back in August and stuff like that. So hey, not bad. But if you're any of the ones that bought here from February 22nd onward, then you are wrecked. So it's not all doom and gloom, but definitely the bulk of the life of the chart, February 22nd all the way until now, August 22nd, the Elephant token has just been down to the right, even though they do have a massive amount of liquidity. And then the same thing for Trump. I have no idea. Like, I am not in this anymore, like following it to see what's going on. The one thing, again, positive I can give BT is that he is forward facing. He puts stuff out there. He's keeping the community updated. You may not like the moves he's making or like the chart action or even trust him. I have no idea. But you can at least say he's out there Devin and rubbing elbows with people, like, again, putting on a booth and stuff like that. So for Trump, I have no idea what the hell is going on with this. In this video that whoever it is runs this channel for InvestFest, they were talking about how Trump was up to 50 cents during InvestFest and things were looking great. That was on the 24th. That's this 50-cent candle here. And then it's down again. So I have no idea how the Trump ecosystem and Elephant ecosystem keeps doing this one crazy ass roller coaster ride where you shoot off to the moon and then you lose every damn thing, and then he brings it back from the dead. So I got to give him credit for that. I don't know how it works or what he's doing. If it's transparent, honest, I don't really give a shit. The point is, it is a live ecosystem. There is always people, look at this, buys and sells, and maybe that's what do you call that? Wash trading as well. Yeah, I don't know, but externally, it doesn't matter. To investors that see this, they see, hey, there's been $900,000 in volume over the last 24 hours. Well, 2 million, we add them both up, in volume over the last 24 hours. So maybe from an investor standpoint, that looks good. So that's the one thing I can give BT. He does have a chart showing trading action. It's alive, and he's looking to meet with people and get other people involved in the ecosystem. How this will pan out, I have no idea. Then Elephant has another 15,000. So he is at least doing shit. The community over there is engaged. Some are jaded, disconnected, no longer want to be a part of it, and rightfully so, again, because you could have been sitting on the sidelines here for 3 years and you're still wrecked. So I get it. But then there are others that just keep buying the dip, I guess. And maybe they understand the roller coaster ride and they're taking profits on the way up. So I'm going to assume not everybody is down and out, but definitely a large majority, depending on where you got in. And if you got in within the last 2.5 years, yeah, you're wrecked. So that does not look good for any token, but even on Trump, they made some really huge gains. So whoever that was accumulating Trump down to these prices way down here, that shit ripped from below a penny or whatever all the way up to $1 and some change. So yeah, people made profits for sure. Whoever caused that, they exited at the right time, and then more people bought the dip, and it's doing it all over again. So this was just a recap on this video, like I said, to show you what Kelly Snook said, someone who was a big team onboarder and builder for other projects besides Drip in this kind of DeFi space, and showing you that, yeah, these people are tapping out. Like the way that things have shaped up is just not what they expected, especially when you're trying to build communities. And that's why I have not decided to shill any projects. I promoted DripX, and that's been a shit show, and SwapX, that hasn't even launched. So I tried to go more focused and less degen, and still batting 0 for 2 on what were supposed to be like legit projects, and neither of those have delivered. So yeah, the best thing to do is stack sats. Just focus on Bitcoin accumulation. Like I showed you guys in a previous video. This video here, it's talking about Bitcoin, so you didn't watch it. I say 50, 275 to 600x. These are legitimate price calculations from Michael Saylor. Now, Michael Saylor is not a rocket scientist, but he is an MIT engineer, and he's the biggest forward-facing CEO Bitcoin bull that we have. And he definitely has access to a shit ton of capital and is driving markets alongside with Raoul Pal and things of that nature. So when big S&P 500 companies start putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and nations as well then 50x, 275x, 600x is not bad. Like, why waste your time in these cult communities gambling, hoping to be up, and your chart looks like this? When you zoom out on Bitcoin, it does not look down and to the right. It looks up and down and to the right, looks up and to the right. So these DeFi, degen wannabe plays, shitcoins, basically gambling, you're going to get wrecked. But at least with Bitcoin, no matter if you buy the top or not, if you just wait long enough, there will be a new all-time high, and it's guaranteed every 4 years. 99.999%. There could be a black swan event, but at this stage, short of a nuclear holocaust, I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin lows ever again, like the old lows. So basically with Bitcoin, you have the previous all-time high, and that range becomes the next cycle lows. So we hit 67K in the last cycle, and now in this cycle, the lowest you're probably going to see is the 50s. Not financial advice, not a technical analysis guru, but yeah, every cycle you end up missing out. So at least when you buy that, if you buy the top, you're only going to be wrecked for 4 years, and then it's going to do on average 60-70% growth per year. So why waste your time with the cult-like communities and gambling with shit tokens? Good question. All right, smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.